Hi and Assalamualaikum Prof. My name is Shakira Zayani binti Rozahari, student ID 2023691716. Today I will be presenting about my industrial relation case study. The case study is about Kesatuan Kebangsaan Pekerja-Pekerja Hotel, Bar dan Restoran Semenanjung Malaysia versus Pangkalan Hotel Resort Sdn Bhd. First of all, I'm going to be talking about the fact of case. The case centers on dispute brought forth by the National Unions of Hotel, Bar and Restaurant Workers Peninsula Malaysia against Pangkalan Hotel Resort Sdn Bhd. The union alleged that the hotel failed to adhere to specific provisions outlined in the second collective agreement, which was effective from 1st January 2011 to 31st December 2013 and continued thereafter unless replaced by a new agreement or award. The key allegations have two. The first one is Article 2B of the collective agreement. The union claimed non-compliance regarding the agreement's effective date and duration. Article 12, Appendix A, alleged on non-compliance regarding the handling of service charges, specifically the unilateral conversions of part of the service charge into minimum wages. Continuing the fact of the case, the union asserted that starting October 2013, Pangkalan Hotel Resort Sdn Bhd unilaterally converted a portion of employee services charges into minimum wages of 900 per month. This conversion affected employees earning less than 900 per month. The union contended that such actions violated the collective agreement, which requires mutual agreement before altering the distributions of service charges. They sought compliance with the collective agreement's terms and requested that the hotel pay the minimum wages from its own fund without utilizing the service charges. Next up is the issues of the case. The first one is alleged non-compliance with the collective agreement. The primary contention was whether Pangkalan Hotel Resort Sdn Bhd breached the terms of the collective agreement, specifically concerning the effective dates, durations, and the proper handling of the service charges. Next is interpretations of minimum wage legislation. A critical aspect of the case involved interpreting applying the Malaysian's Minimum Wages Order 2012 and 2016. The union argued that by using service charges to supplement wages that fell below the minimum wage threshold, the hotel contravened the spirit and intent of these legislative provisions. Continuing the issues of the case. Jurisdictional questions. An essential consideration was whether the issues raised constituted a straightforward case of non-compliance under Section 56 of the Industrial Relations Act 1967 or if they fell in the realm of border trade dispute. The distinctions was crucial as it determined the court's jurisdictions and types of remedies available. Moving on to the judgment. Upon reviewing the submissions from both parties, the Industrial Court ruled in favor of the preliminary objections raised by the Pangkalan Holiday Resort Sdn Bhd. The court concluded that the matter brought forward by the union, particularly concerning the reconstructing of wages to comply with minimum wages laws, constituted a trade dispute rather than a straightforward case of non-compliance under Section 56 of the Industrial Relations Act 1967. Key points of the judgment. The court reasoned that the issues raised by the union involved border policy interpretations related to wage reconstructing and compliance with minimum wage regulations, which extended beyond the purview of Section 56. Consequently, the court declined jurisdiction to issue an order of non-compliance and vacated the mentioned date set for future proceedings. Next is analysis and critiques. Legal interpretations and jurisdictional boundaries. The court's decision underscores the importance of adhering strictly to the jurisdictional boundaries delineated in the Industrial Relations Act 1967. By categorizing the issues as a trade dispute, the court emphasized the need for clarity in distinguishing between cases of straightforward non-compliance and border policy matters that may be more appropriately addressed through other legal avenues. Other than that is the implications for enforcement. From the perspective of the union, the decision may be perceived as limiting the scope of enforcement under Section 56, particularly in cases where disputes overlap with statutory minimum wage requirements. This ruling highlights the challenges in enforcing specific contractual obligations, such as those outlined in collective agreement, while ensuring compliance with broader legislative mandates aimed at protecting workers' rights. Next is the policy considerations. The case raises broader policy implications concerning the implementations of minimum wage law within the framework of collective agreements. It underscores the complexities involved in balancing the enforcement of contractual obligation with the adherence to statutory regulations designed to safeguard workers' wages and ensuring fair labor practices. The last analysis and critiques is strategic planning and legal considerations. For future cases, parties involved must carefully strategize whether their disputes involve straightforward non-compliance issues under Section 56 or broader policy interpretations that may fall under the jurisdictions of trade disputes. This decision encourages parties to engage in proactive negotiations and clear contractual drafting to mitigate ambiguities that could lead to jurisdictional disputes in the industrial court. And last but not least, this is the references used for this case study. That is all from me, Shakira Zayani binti Rozahari. Thank you for your time and Assalamualaikum.